Fall sneakers 2024. I've watched a bunch of these videos already. They focus on the best, maybe hype sneakers, affordable sneakers, but I wanted to do something a little bit different and specifically talk about color. Color is just so important when it comes down to different seasons. It's actually the most important thing, I think, beyond trendy shoes or trendy brands, because something like this, I mean, it's okay. You could probably figure something out, but this is just so much better, right? This color just works for fall. This is also my opinion, right? It's completely subjective. It could be completely different than your opinion, which is completely fine. And there are tons of sneakers that I'm not going to show here that probably should have and could have made the list. I'm just going to show you guys what I have in my collection and what I'm wearing for this fall. I'll link all of these shoes in the description box, some of which are available. Others, I'll have to find alternatives for, because let's be honest, we're not trying to spend a ton of money on some of these shoes. Okay, so I want to start with the color burgundy, deep reds. The best shoe in my collection that does this is the Burgundy 5. Now, this shoe recently came out. You'll probably be able to find it at a pretty good price. Even when they came out, they were under retail. But the point being, this color is just so perfect for fall. It doesn't really work for other seasons. That's why I don't really wear it in the summer. It's definitely something that is more suited for that fall weather. The other thing is, Ama Maniere, I think, does a really good job of these fall colors, right? Maniere 4, the 2, which has kind of a few different colors on it, but there is that overall kind of burgundy. And then the 1, again, also a lot of gray bases, a lot of good kind of lighter browns, but it works. And lastly, for some of you older heads, this is the OG Jordan 6 Maroon. These last came out in 2015. This is a 2015 pair. A lot of you guys might not have this, but if you do, again, really good option. All right, so next I want to talk about the color olive. I think this is an obvious one for a lot of people. I have 2 shoes here. They're both very hyped. Unfortunately, they're going for a lot of money, but the Jordan 6 Travis Scott, the Jordan 1 low olive. This is my wife's pair. We got all of these for retail, so it makes sense, but I wouldn't pay resale on this. I'll link a few other examples that you can find at a better price. But the point being, that olive color, it just does such a great job in fall. This isn't a shoe that I wear in the summer at all. The only time I've ever worn this is in fall. All right, and next is brown. Now, brown is such a good color for fall as well. The Jordan 1 Mocha highs here. The lows recently came out. They would work perfectly for this time of year, and I think they're hovering around retail, or they're still sitting at a lot of stores. This shoe, this is my wife's shoe, a lot smaller. I don't own this shoe, but you can get this even for a great price, even on resale platforms. This is the Tom Sachs general purpose shoe. And then I threw in 2 hype shoes here. Again, I own these, so I'm going to show you them. There are other examples. You don't have to wear hype stuff. These are just 2 good examples with the dark brown, with the lows, as well the Travis Scott Air Maxes. This kind of gives you a good example of the different colors of brown, and I'm going to get into that beige color in a second too. Okay, beige, tan, gray. I've been showing you guys a lot of Air Jordan. That's because I've always collected Air Jordan, but I have some examples here that are not Air Jordan that you can actually get at a decent price. Beige, tan color. We saw it in like the whole aging trend, which I think is still going on now. And you see these aged midsoles, and Ama Maniere is doing it, and people are coffee dyeing their laces and coffee dyeing their shoes. I think that color looks really great in fall. So we have the 1130 asics. I have the gel Kayano 14s that I forgot to show and bring for this video, but that's another great example. This is going to be the more affordable one. So yeah, you can find these around, I think, for pretty reasonable prices. Next, this shoe is actually a little older, the New Balance 990. There are a lot of different New Balance models that achieve pretty much the same thing. This is the Teddy Santis, a little more hyped up, but at the end of the day, you can find something for a lot less than this and still kind of achieve the same thing. Another New Balance shoe, this is a good one. Again, more kind of gray base, but you do see more of the beige on there as well. And Teddy Santis 998, it's nice to explore different models outside some of those trending models, right? The 998 isn't really something that is, I think, currently trending, but is a really good shoe that if you find for a good price or on sale, you got to pick it up. And lastly, 2 Jordan shoes. One, the Reverse Mocha. I'm not going to talk too much about this one, but the Ama Maniere 5, which I think came out, it would have been last year around this time. Again, really great example with that kind of tan beige. You could even flip some of your laces on some of your existing white shoes, throw in the tan lace. You could even throw a tan lace on maybe some of the other shoes that you currently have, so you don't have to go out there and buy something new, just to achieve that more seasonal kind of look. It's All right, and the next color is Harvest Tan. These are three examples that aren't necessarily new, but there are new shoes that achieve something. I think the Harvest Jordan 1 came out recently. That shoe is going under retail. This is the Rookie of the Year. This is the Jordan 6 Travis Scott, the Jordan 4 Desert Moss Union collab. Putting the sneakers aside, it's that color, right? It's that kind of Harvest light brown color that isn't really that like mocha, but it's kind of more on the yellowy, mustardy brown side. All right, and black, this is a color that, you know, I was thinking might not fit, but again, it's kind of something you can wear in any season, right? Black Cement 3 here, this is from 2018. As you already probably know, the new retro is coming out this year. So this could be a really good example of something you probably could wear during the fall and winter. Sure, a lot of people are going to do it. Jordan 4 Reimagined. A lot of you guys got your hands on these. Again, black base color with the gray. It works. And this here, the other A Ma Maniere Jordan 5 kind of colorway. Again, you have those tan kind of cream laces, mostly black base, but then you have some of that aging on the outsole. It's funny because, you know, if you've ever owned a pair of Jordan 5s or really any Jordan for that matter for a long period of time, you would know that oxidization really starts to impact the color of some of those materials, naturally aging them to that yellow color. So you might already have some sneakers in your collection that start off super white, but now have that sort of like aged, tan, natural look that might actually now work really well for fall. Okay, and then lastly, I had to include this shoe. This is more of a dark pine green kind of colorway. It is something that I think would work best for fall. It's not necessarily a fall color shoe. This is the Adidas Speal. I don't own many Adidas, but I'm starting to really kind of like navigate outside of the whole Air Jordan kind of lane that I've been in my whole life. And this shoe is awesome. It's different than a Samba. I think there's Samba colorways that would work really well for this time frame as well. But this is kind of hitting some of that trend, low profile, kind of a slimmer cut shoe. Really nice shoe overall, but again, really great colors. I think I picked these up for like $100. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you found some of this helpful. Again, this is mostly focused on color. You may already have some of these colors in your collection that you can start to integrate or look at or focus on for the fall season. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. I make videos every week. Really appreciate you tuning in. Until the next time, peace.